Hi, everyone. I'm Kara Sundlin. Let's take a look at what was happening in Connecticut today in history. 1 year ago, a popular restaurant along the Connecticut River was shutting down. Mike Savino had that story.
It's the end of a chapter for an institution in town.
Middletown is looking to fill a key property in town after the Mattabesset Canoe Club closed its doors. The city hopes to begin a request for proposals for a new restaurant at the end of the week.
Difficult circumstances all around, but we are hoping that it is a fresh start.
The city agreed to forgive more than $50,000 in back rent and pay $75,000 to end the lease with 13 years left. Mayor Ben Florsheim says losses could have been much worse if the agreement had continued. The Canoe Club subleased the site from a previous restaurant owner.
The city now can control its own really identity, what they want to do there.
The city has owned the property since 1958. It's been other restaurants in the past, and Florsheim hopes to find a new restaurant that fits in with the broader riverfront development project.
We want to make sure that it becomes more of a destination as we work through the rest of our vision for the riverfront.
The park is a popular place for people looking to walk along the river. Thomas Lydon likes the idea of another restaurant. His bigger concern is maintaining the charm of the park.
I don't want to see high rises, condos. I want to see public be able to use it for recreation.
5 years ago, then Governor Malloy was proposing major renovations to the XL Center, saying if we don't rebuild it, we should shut it down.
A cast iron pipe that wore out last night, right just before the start of the game.
Governor Malloy took a tour of Hartford's XL Center.
For instance, that space that we were in that is not controlled by this facility.
He got to see firsthand old worn-out pipes which are leaking. There are also major problems with air conditioning and heating. It's a decades-old arena that's losing money because it's not so attractive for many venues. The governor says $250 million will get the XL Center back in the game.
At times on the ice, we've had ponds where there should be ice, and that obviously makes the facility less desirable for play. Certainly would make it harder to get some of the tournaments.
The push to rebuild the XL Center has been ongoing, but new interest was recently sparked by the idea that the New York Islanders may be interested in relocating here. The governor says the team and others are waiting to see what Connecticut plans to do.
We can't just say because we have it, we just have to keep pumping money into it forever.
Republican Senator Joe Markley says the state doesn't have the money. So you're saying just leave it?
I'd say let's see if somebody can make a go of it besides the state of Connecticut.
It may be a tough sell. However, Governor Malloy is already making a push to hockey and concert goers. The scoreboard highlights an investment for the state's future.
Yes, we would still like to see if the NHL or new owner of a team might want to play in this facility, but that's separate and a part of what we need to do to maintain UConn hockey, to maintain UConn women, maintain UConn men's games here, to have a facility that will fill itself up with other attractions.
10 years ago, Bobby Brown was performing for a sold-out crowd in Connecticut shortly after the funeral of his ex-wife, Whitney Houston.
If you're thinking about getting a ticket and seeing Bobby Brown, forget about it. All 7,000 seats are sold out. Crews are busy prepping the Mohegan Sun Arena for tomorrow night's concert with Brown and his band New Edition. The concert is scheduled hours after Bobby Brown is expected to attend his ex-wife's funeral. A spokesman for Brown says he will be in Uncasville. Meanwhile, Whitney Houston died unexpectedly last Saturday in Beverly Hills. So the question is, will he show up?
I hope so. We'll see.
What does this concert mean to you?
Nah, I just want to see his reaction.
He's rejoining the tour. He's expected to be here.
Because the concert is after the funeral, Brown's performance here on the stage has drawn the interest of national media. Anything being said tomorrow night?
I don't. The only thing I do know is I think when he was on stage when this happened, he did, make an emotional comment about it.
Would you be disappointed if he didn't show?
Not much disappoints me. I'm not that picky, so,
I'd still like to see him, though.
Yeah.
It'd be nice.
So if Bobby Brown doesn't show up tomorrow night, the band still plans to perform. With the mobile newsroom in Uncasville, Kevin Hogan, Channel 3, Eyewitness News.
That's a look at today in history.